So khabar basically is the second marfu in the sentence. First marfu is mubtada. Okay, first marfu is mubtada. If it is single ism, it will be marfu. If it is mudaf ilay, again mudaf will be marfu. If it is sifa mawsuf, both will be marfu. If it is harfi nasab and mansub, then it's harfi nasab plus mansub will be mubtada. Okay, khabar is the second marfu if it is single ism, or it can be mudaf ilay fragment. Then both will be, mudaf will be marfu and mudaf ilay will be majroor. But mudaf has to be marfu, or it can be sifa mawsu, which both can be should be marfu. Okay, it cannot be harf nasab and mansub. So and as well as harf jar and majroor. So you can say harf nasab and mansub or not khabar. Okay, harf nasab mansub and jar majroor. You can say jar majroor both. They cannot be khabar. Okay. Now let's see this example now. Haza kitabun. You have haza, which is ismul ishara. So this is Jumla Ismia. And then you see the break of chain is there, right? Because there's this kitab is not musharan ilay. If had it been al, then it was musharan ilay. Then it would have been one thing. You see, this is haza, this is kitabun. Haza, all the ismul ishara are marfu by default. Okay. Now, so that means this is mubtada here. Then you have another kitabun, which itself is a marfu. So this is second marfu in the sentence. So this is called khabar. And there is always break of chain between mubtada and khabar. Now, I'll go now back to the theory what we are studying actually. What we studied so far, we will try to find the break of chain. So if there's a break of chain between the two words, and if the before the break, the word is having marfu status, it becomes mubtada. And if there is a break, after break, there's a word which is again marfu, this is a khabar. So there is always a break of chain between mubtada and khabar. Or you can say, like loosely, you can say a word before is or something, am and all, or is mubtada. The word after is or am and all is khabar. If you go back to the practice which we did so far here, if you see, you have antum. Antum is what? Is an independent pronoun. All the independent pronouns are what? Marfu. So this is a Jumla Ismia first of all, because this Jumla is starting with pronoun. A noun or pronoun. This Jumla Ismia. And antum is what? First marfu in the sentence. So it is mubtada. Now, the second word in the sentence is what? Again, a marfu status, which is khabar. And there's a break of chain between mubtada and khabar. Okay. Now, the khabar itself is actually sifa mawsuf. It is one unit. So this whole thing becomes khabar. So I told you that khabar can be also two isms. Sometimes it will be one ism, as in case of haza kitabun. Sometimes there will be two isms together, which will be fragment. So here, if you see, these two isms are together and they are coming as a sifa mawsuf, and both are what? Marfu. So one unit. So so basically, mubtada is one bucket, which can be a single word. So I can, if I write it in a simple form. So let me write first of all mutalik bil khabar. Then inshallah I will write a bucketization. So third thing is mutalik bil khabar. Okay. Are you following, or you'll find it difficult? Then you have mutalik bil khabar. Please interrupt me if you are not able to understand. Okay.
No, we are understanding by, but the terms are so much for us to take in. What we will do is we'll go back and do the revision, and next week we will work on it.
Definitely.
But you'll explain today. We will go back and come back to you next week.
Okay. So mutalik bil khabar. What is mutalik bil khabar? Mutalik bil khabar is actually it is the jar majroor in the sentence. majroor और special मुदाफ मुदाफ इलैह स्पेशल मुदाफ इलैह स्पेशल मुदाफ मैंने बताया सिखाया आपको like fawqa right tahta ba'za and all that. So if you have a sentence, you have jar majroor in that sentence, that jar majroor is called mutalik bil khabar. Or if you have a sentence in that you have somewhere special mudaf and mudaf ilayh, that will be mutalik bil khabar. Now let's do the practice, then inshallah you'll be getting it. Okay, so let's go back here. Let me give you one simple example here. Okay, now let's copy this. Haza kitabun. So let's analyze whether it is Jumla Ismiya or not, first of all. So as this sentence starting with Ismul Ishara, so it is a Jumla Ismiya. Simple. Ismul Ishara are also part of Ism, right? Now, you have Haza, you have Kitabun. Haza ke baad you don't have Al Kitabu, so that means there is a break of chain. Okay, so this is one word, this is another word. Now this Haza, Ismul Ishara are always in Marfu status. Unless until some harfi nasab or harfi jar comes before it. By default, they are marfu. So you are encountering a first one word, first ism, which is in marfu status. So this means this haza is what? What is this? So here, the first word in the sentence is
Mubtada.
ismul ishara. Okay, and ismul, so that means it is a Jumla Ismiya, first of all. First of all, Jumla Ismiya. Now, where is, first of all, you understood Jumla Ismiya. Now, what next? You will find its components. You will try to find its components. Now, you will try to find its components. What are the components of Jumla Ismiya? You have the components of Jumla Ismiya are Mubtada, Khabar, and Mutalik bil Khabar. Mubtada, Khabar, and Mutalik bil Khabar. Mubtada is the beginning, right? So the Mubtada is the first marfu in the sentence. Or it can be ism, combination of two isms. It can be like mudaf, mudaf alayh combination, or it can be ism ishara, mushar alayh combination, or it can be mushar, ism ishara, mushar alayh combination, but it has to be marfu, right? In the first word should be marfu, right? So in this case, if you see, so the components will be, first of all, try to find components. What are the components? Of Jumla Ismiya? Number one, Mubtada, right?
Mubtada khabriya.
Mubtada, not khabriya, khabar. Mubtada.
Khabar.
Mubtada, it is the first marfu. Okay, in the sentence. Or it is the fragment. Ism plus ism, you can say. Ism plus ism. Fragment, right? Fragment like what? Mudaf, mudaf ilay, or harf nasab and mansoob. It cannot be harf jar majroor or sifa mawsoof or ismul ishara musharun ilay. Understood? So if it is single ism, then it will be marfu. If it is mudaf ilay, then mudaf will be marfu. If it is ismul ishara musharan ilay, then obviously that haza is zalika, those are all ismul ishara marfu. Okay, if it is harf nasab mansub, then it will be starting with inna, anna, and all that. Now coming back to this sentence, you got this sentence haza kitabun. You have only one ism here, right? You don't have ism plus ism which are connected as a fragment, because kitabun is not a fragment of haza, right? If there would have been al here, then this would have been ism plus ism as a fragment, right? So you have haza which is separated from kitabun. So you have first ism here, one ism, single word ism, which is what is the status of it? Marfu. So that means haza is what? Mubtada. So in the above sentence, you can say haza is what? First marfu. So it is what? A mubtada. Correct? Now what you will try to find next? Khabar. What is khabar? The
Message.
second marfu. If it is single word. If it is single word, or it is ism plus ism, combination of two, or you can say fragment, simple. Fragment like you will have mudaf ilay. You will have sifa mawsuf, ism ishara musharun ilay, not harf nasab and mansub, and jar majrur. Okay. So now go back to the sentence. Haza, you got a mubtada. Now next is what? Kitabun, which is also single ism. What is the status of the single ism? Marfu, right? So you got khabar. And there is always break of chain between mubtada and khabar. There is always, we can put is or whatever between mubtada and khabar. So how will you translate then haza kitabun then?
This is a book.
This is a book. So before is, if you translate this, it means this is a book. Before is, there is this, which is mubtada. After is a book, which is khabar. So mubtada is before is, khabar is after is. Simple. So far we were learning break of chain, right? So before is, there is mubtada. After is, there is khabar. It can be also or here sometimes. These are. So before is and its equivalent, right? Is mubtada. Before is and or and also that. Extra, there is khabar. Now, we understood. You see, Jumla Ismia, I told you, a Jumla Ismia can have all the components. It can have mubtada, khabar, mutaliq bil khabar, or it can have mubtada, khabar, or mubtada, mutaliq bil khabar. You don't need to have all the components present, but at least two should be present. You should have mubtada, you should have khabar, or you should have mubtada, mutaliq bil khabar. Okay, but you don't need to have all the components present. But mubtada is very, very important. Okay, now if I change this sentence a little bit more, I'll add more. I say, haza kitabun min Allahi. Haza kitabun min Allahi. Now, what is this harf jar? Majroor. So, what is this harf jar majroor doing this? So, we got a mubtada. We got khabar. So the first word we labeled as mubtada. The word before is, we labeled it as a mubtada. Before that, when we were finding break of chain, we were not labeling at that time those words, right? We were trying to find the break of chain and we are translating. Now I am labeling those. So I am labeling. So anything before break of chain, I am labeling as mubtada. After break of chain, again khabar, but the mubtada has to be what? It has to be marfu. If it is single ism, marfu. If it is mudaf ilayh, then mudaf has to be marfu. And khabar also is the second marfu in the sentence. Okay, or it can be mudaf ilayh, which also mudaf should be marfu. And sometimes mubtada can be also ismul ishara mushar. Sorry, this one ismul ishara mushar ilayh or harf mansub. That will inshallah see more examples. Now you have harf jar and majroor, which we did not label. So there's a third component which is called mutalik bil khabar. I'll write in English only. Mutalik bil khabar. What is mutalik bil khabar? It is harf jar, majroor, or
Sifa
no, not
or Sifa
special mudaf. No. Special mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Now, go to the sentence. Haza kitabun min Allahi. You have first word, which is ism, marfu, and this is mubtada. You have second word, single word, which is again marfu. It's what? Khabar. You have then jar majroor. So what you call it? Mutalik bil khabar. So if I copy this down, and I will label it like here. So what is haza now? So haza in is mubtada. Haza is mubtada.
Mubtada.
Very good. What is kitabun?
Khabar.
Very good. It is khabar. What is min Allahi?
Mutalik bil khabar.
Mutalik bil khabar.
Mutalik bil khabar.
This is.
What is the meaning of mutalik bil khabar, right? Bil khabar, I know. Bil is ji.
Hold on.
Related to.
Yeah, exactly. Just to answer the question, yeah. Related to. Mutalik bil khabar. Mubtada means start. If you see in Urdu, if you are Urdu speakers, ibtada bolte na ibtada. अरे मैंने इब्तिदा में मैंने ये बोला था. So mubtada is actually start. So mubtada is always the start of a Jumla Ismia. A Jumla Ismia start is mubtada. If you remember, I told you in my class, in one of our class, we are discussing that Arabic sentence does not need to be sequential. You will have mubtada somewhere else. You can start somewhere in the middle of the sentence. You will start. So basically, how will you start Jumla in this? How will you translate? Sometimes you will have mubtada somewhere else. It's not so here in this case, you have mubtada in the beginning, right? Sometimes this mubtada will be somewhere else. You will have, for example, you have first of all jar majroor, then you will have mubtada. But where you will start? You will start from the mubtada. How will you identify mubtada? Mubtada is the first marfu in the sentence. You got a point. Inshallah, we'll do more practice on that. So in this case here, as the first marfu has come in the beginning only, so it is easy for us. So I start from the easy thing. So what actually you should understand is, in Arabic sentence, mubtada is the beginning of the sentence. And this mubtada can be anywhere in the sentence. It does not need to be at the front. It can be somewhere else. And what is the property of mubtada? It has to be marfu. It should be the first marfu in the sentence. It should be the first marfu, first rafa. Okay? And khabar is the second marfu, second rafa in the sentence. Correct? And mutalik bil khabar is simple, easy. It is harf jar majroor, or it can be special mudaf like fawqa, tahti, and special mudaf like combination. Generally, mudaf harf jar majroor is mostly coming in the mutalik bil khabar category. So in the mubtada basket, you will have a single ism which is marfu, or you can have multiple two isms which will be a fragment like mudaf ilayh, ismul ishara mushar ilayh, harf nasab and mansub, right? But not jar majroor. Okay, it can be also ism ishara musharra ilay. Then you have khabar. You will have a single. You can have in this basket. You can have single ism, or you can have two isms, which will be mudaf ilay, ism ishara musharra ilay, not harf nasab and mansub, but ism ishara musharra ilay, mudaf ilay also. Then mutalik bil khabar is another basket which where you have harf jar majroor or special mudaf ilay. Okay. So in this sentence, you have in the basket of mubtada, you have only one word, haza, which is marfu. And kitabun is khabar. In this again single word, which is second marfu in the sentence. And minallah is harf jar majroor, which is mutalik bil khabar. And there is always break between mubtada and khabar, the break of chain. The break of chain. Always mubtada and khabar will be, there will be always break of chain. That's why you put is here. So this is a book from Allah. So understood? So Jumla Ismia will always start with ism first of all. And where you translate, where you start with the translation, sometimes you'll have something like this. For example, if I say like this, Minallahi. Okay, I'll change the order now. I'll say Minallahi Haza Kitabun. For example, I can also do that. In Arabic, is the option. I can do it. I can write from now the sentence is still the same meaning. I say, for example, Minallahi. It's not Allah. Yeah, it's Allahi. Sorry. Minallahi Haza Kitabun. Now I arrange the words in this sentence. The moment I arrange the sentence without changing the harkats of the words, I rearranged words. I rearrange their positions. It does not affect at all in the meaning. It is still same. Subhanallah. That's the beauty of the Arabic. That's why if you remember, the Arabic sentence is not sequential. It can be rearranged. But in case of English, it is definitely it is going to be disastrous if you change the. For example, if I say this is a book from Allah and you interchange the words, the meaning will be literally here and there. Okay, so for example, if I say in English, this is a book from Allah. Now, if you say put what first from Allah, you say from Allah, this is a book. Will it make any meaningful sentence? It will not, right? I cannot do this kind of thing in English. But in Arabic, I can do. So I can write first minallahi haza kitabun. Now it also means this is from book. This is a book from Allah. How? Now you have a jumla like this in Arabic. Where is this? Where you will start? What is the start of the Jumla Ismia? Yeah, what is the start of Jumla Ismia?
Haza.
No. What is the start of the Jumla Ismia? General Mubtada. So if you look at an Arabic sentence like this, first thing you try to do is you try to find the mubtada. And what is the mubtada? It is the first marfu in the sentence. Now, which is the first marfu in the sentence?
Haza.
You have minallahi, which is not. So haza is the first marfu. Nice. Now, what next? What you will try to find first? Second, khabar, if it is there. Khabar can be there, khabar cannot be there. But mubtada has to be there. Now, you find a second marfu in the sentence. What is that? Kitabun. So you will start from haza because you had Arabic sentence starts from what? Mubtada. So you will say this, and there is a gap, a break of chain between khabar and haza, right? Mubtada. So you'll put is a book, okay, and then you will put then last mutalik bil khabar. This is a book from Allah. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you Arabic sentence is not sequence. It's not like always it will be same. Haza, like mubtada will come at the beginning. It may come somewhere else also in the sentence, but your job is to find out that mubtada. So any Jumla Ismiya has mubtada, khabar and mutalik bil khabar, or it can have mubtada khabar, or it can have mubtada mutalik bil khabar. Okay, but mubtada will be always there. And mubtada is the first marfu, and khabar is the second marfu, and mutalik bil khabar is harf jar majroor or special mudaf ilayh. Now I gave you one more example of mubtada like this. I said harf nasab and mansoob is also a mubtada. If I write like this, Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. Simple example. Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. Right? Now, what you have? You have Jumla Ismia, first of all, because you see inna and all that, these are all harfi nasab. These are Jumla Ismia. It's not, there's no fail in this sentence. So Jumla Ismia. So what is your next job? So you found, you just got it. Oh, this is a Jumla Ismia because it's starting with inna, and inna is a harfi nasab, right? So this is Jumla Ismia. Now, what you will try to find is its components. The first component which must be there is what? Mubtada. So why is it Mubtada? If you see here,
Inna itself is Mubtada then.
Inna Allah,
Innallah.
harfi nasab and mansoob,
Inna
both,
Allah.
both
Okay,
together,
ji.
not only inna, both together, harfi nasab and
Okay.
mansoob.
so-
Okay.
Okay.
So in
Okay.
this sentence, if you see, there is no single ism having marfu status. That means it's not a single ism game. Now there is a harfi nasab and mansoob, and harfi nasab and mansoob is always mubtada. So you got mubtada. Now, is there any khabar here? Is there any khabar? Khabar should be next. It should be next marfu, or it should be next mudaf ilayh, which mudaf, where mudaf has to be marfu, or it should be next ismul ishara musharun ilayh, or it should be sifa mawsuf, where sifa mawsuf should be both marfu. Is there anything like that?
Mudaf ilayh hai na? Ma'as sabiri.
Mudaf ilayh, but this is special mudaf.
Special mudaf. Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
So in this sentence, khabar is missing. In this sentence, khabar is missing. No problem. At least we have muttaliq bil khabar. Ma'as sabirin. So ma'as sabirin is special mudaf ilayh. So in this sentence, in the sentence above, you have inna Allaha, which is what? Mubtada.
Mubtada.
Mubtada. Okay, it's mubtada. And there is always break of chain between mubtada and khabar, or mubtada between mubtada and muttaliq bil khabar, right? So there's a break of chain here. Correct? There's always break of chain between mubtada and khabar, or mubtada and muttaliq bil khabar. Okay? So inna Allah has mubtada, and ma'as sabirin is what?
Muttaliq bil qabr.
Yes, it is muttaliq bil khabar. So So mubtada is the start of the sentence. Khabar is basically, khabar means in Arabic information, news. So if you remember, I told you mubtada it raises the information. Mubtada raises the information in the sentence, and khabar, it answers the information. It replies the information. Khabar replies the information. That's why it's called khabar. So khabar replies the information. And muttaliq bil khabar is related to khabar. Okay, it's kind of khabar also. Okay, it's related to khabar. It is related to information. That information, which the khabar which is giving the information, muttaliq bil khabar is actually related to that information. Okay, so ma'as sabirin is muttaliq bil khabar. So how will it translate this now? So what you will translate first? What? Mubtada. So you will say,
Mubtada. Inna Allah. Indeed Allah.
indeed Allah. Then you will put break. Is, right?
Ji.
Is with
Is. With the patient.
right? Okay. Now, if I write like this, last example, then I will wind up, inshallah. If I write like this. Okay, let's say I'll write this. Zalika. Zalika al-kitabu. Zalika al-kitabu. Okay, Zalika al-kitabu. Jamilun, you can say, okay. Zalika al-kitabu jamilun. So it is a Jumla Ismia, right? Because it's starting with Ismul Ishara. So that's your job 1. Number 2, what you will try to find now? Its components.
Mubtada.
Yeah. So
Mubtada. After Jumla Ismia, you find the Mubtada.
where is the
Followed
mubtada?
by Khabar.
Where is the mubtada?
Zalika.
Only zalika?
Zalik. Yeah, Zalika. Zalikal Kitab, is it?
This
No.
mubtada, basically, this first marfu is not alone. It has come with al-kitabu. So this is a ismul ishara mushara ilay combination. Okay.
Okay.
Here in this case, in the bucket of mubtada, there are 2 words. In the above case,
Okay.
again, in the bucket of mubtada, you have 2 words. Harf nasab and mansoob. In earlier
Just like
case, hadha
Anna
kitabun,
Laha.
in case of hadha
Okay.
kitabun, there was only 1 word in the bucket of mubtada. So in this case, you have ismul ishara and musharun ilay, right? So this whole thing becomes what?
Mubtada.
Yeah, very good.
Zalikal Kitabu becomes Mubtada here.
Becomes mubtada. Understand, brothers? Everybody here? So it becomes mubtada. Now, then next is you will try to find khabar, and you will see jamilun. There's a second marfu in the sentence, which is khabar, right? Marfu. So jamil is what? Khabar, and there's a break of chain. If you see, there is really a break of chain. This word and this word are not at all connected. They are not chained. You see this al-kitab with the jamilun, very different. It's not mausufa mausul combination. This is not harbi jar majrur combination. There's a break of chain. So there's a break of chain. So when there's a break of chain, the next word is in marfu status, which is what?
Khabar.
Khabar. And there's no mutalik bil khabar in this. Okay? The mutalik bil khabar is missing. But still it is complete sentence. It is khabar. Now how will you translate this? Jamil means beautiful. Zalika means what?
Zalika is that
So we'll
book
say
is beautiful.
that book.
Acha, I wanted to know 1 minute. Yeah, that book is beautiful.
That book is a beautiful. Okay?
Is beautiful. Is
Yeah.
beautiful. No,
Beautiful.
no. Anna,
Yeah,
क्या उसमें?
beautiful.
No.
Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, this Zalika ke baad Al-Kitab jab aata, we are using it as that, I know, because of Ismul Ishara. But that Al word becomes the, no? So wo the is not taken into consideration, right? That book is beautiful nahi hota, na?
That book is beautiful.
This is correct, ne? Whatever I made sentence.
Yes, yes.
Specific
Okay.
about the book. It is specific about the book.
Yeah, that book is beautiful. So you
Beautiful.
can get a break of chain between mubtada. So this whole thing is mubtada. This is khabar, and there's a break of chain between mubtada and khabar. So today, inshallah, we'll wind up because it is a little bit heavy. We'll do more exercise on this. Inshallah, then will be more clear. So in the meantime, in this week, please revise these notes. And next week, you should not be having any confusion. Please revise, huh? Because we'll be doing more and more practice, inshallah rahman. So let me stop the recording here.
Jazakallah khair.
Barakallahu feekum.